So few days back, I actually uploaded a story on the Pomodoro session, and I got to know that lots of my friends don't actually know about the Pomodoro session. So it is actually a time management method where you will break down your work or study time so that you can be more consistent, more focused, and you will stress out less. So if you are struggling to focus on your study or you are struggling to retain information for a longer time, then this Pomodoro method is actually perfect. But lots of people use it in the wrong way. So I will explain the Pomodoro method in scientific research based, and also how you can use the Pomodoro method the way your brain actually can retain information or you can stay focused for a longer time. I mean, you can use the Pomodoro method in your way, not the 25 minutes and 5 minutes break. You have to break that rule and you have to follow the rule that your brain want to follow. So let's start. So a study was made and it was published in the International Journal of Human Computer Interaction, and it says that Pomodoro Technique can actually reduce the time it takes to complete a task by 25%. This is because the Pomodoro Technique will help you to avoid the distractions and to be more focused on your study by breaking down your working day load into manageable small chunks. That means you will be working or studying throughout the day into small chunks rather than just going through and not doing anything. According to another study which was made by the International Journal of Cognitive Psychology, and it says that Pomodoro sessions can actually increase your memory and will help you to recall and retain the information for a longer time. Because the participants who participated on the study used the Pomodoro session, and guess what? They were able to retain and recall the informations more faster than the people who didn't use the Pomodoro session. I was saying it earlier that people are using the Pomodoro session in the wrong way. So what I mean by that is it's not a valid point to actually study for just 25 minutes or work for 25 minutes and taking a 5 minutes break, and again studying or working for 25 minutes and taking a 5 minutes break. What I have learned from my experience with the Pomodoro session is that you really don't have to study only for 25 minutes. It depends on you and how much loads your brain can take. Now let's say if you can study for long 1 hour without any kind of distractions or anything, you don't have to specifically only study or work for 25 minutes. That's what I'm trying to say. You can take as much time as you want. You can even study for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then take 15 minutes break, and then study for a long 2 hours and then take 15 minutes break. That's on you. So that means you can decide your Pomodoro session. So one more thing I want to point out is that it doesn't actually mean that 25 minutes and 5 minute Pomodoro session is invalid. It is valid, but in those points where you really don't have to focus much on your work or study. You are just going through some Anki flashcards or just recalling or actively recalling or doing spaced repetition of any kind of your courses or any lectures. So at that time, you can actually fix your time for 25 minutes and then take 5 minutes break, get some snacks, or just roam around in your room. That's what you can do. Let's say you are studying a new lecture and you are completely focused on your study and you think like, no, I won't study for 25 minutes only. I can study for 1 hour long and take a 10 minutes break. Go for it. Set your Pomodoro moments for 1 hour 60 minutes and then take 5 or 10 minutes break. Set your own Pomodoro session moment. It doesn't have to be 25 minutes when you have to do a lot. You just aren't doing any kind of passive learning. So if you have to do active learning, you are learning anything new, then you have to set your own Pomodoro methods. Again, it doesn't have to be only 25 minutes. It can be anytime you want. Now this question might come around in your mind that if I'm able to study for 1 or 2 long hours without any kind of distractions, why it specifically has to be a Pomodoro session? Look, here the main point lies in taking a break. So that's the most important thing. You have sometimes felt like you are studying for long 2 to 3 hours, but at the end you feel like you haven't made that much of your work or your study the way you wanted, the amount you wanted. So for that reason, taking a small break in between long sessions is really crucial, because at that time, at that specific break time, you will actually get a time to refuel yourself, and then you can actually go and talk with somebody. You can scroll your phone for a few moments. You can go and grab a snack, and at that time you will re-energize yourself so that you are getting ready for the next Pomodoro session. That's the main importance of Pomodoro session. So it doesn't lie on the long sessions of study or work, it lies on that break time. So that's why it is called the Pomodoro session. Now I will just explain in some few points how you can actually start using the Pomodoro session if you are new on this thing. So first of all, you have to just start a task that is measurable and achievable. That means you can track what you have done at the end of the session, and also it has to be manageable or achievable. Now you have to go and set a timer. So setting a timer over here is very crucial because people usually think you have to only set a timer of 25 minutes. No, it's totally wrong. You can even set a timer of 40 minutes or 60 minutes. It's up to you. The longer you can actually hold your focus, that much amount you have to set the timer for. Now in this case, you can use a website known as Pomo Focus, which I usually use. So Pomo Focus, in that Pomo Focus website, you can set the time of your own. You can actually increase or decrease the time level. If you are new, then just go for 25 minutes, and slowly you can increase your time level. But if you are new still on this Pomodoro thing, but you still think that you can actually hold your attention or you can hold your focus for long 1 hour, then just set that 1 hour 60 minutes time on the Pomo Focus app, and that is where it will help you to start your Pomodoro session. So timer is set. Now the point is to work on that task. So for that long 60 minutes, let's say, you will work on your task. You will make out every single minute of that time. You will just avoid any kind of distractions, and let's say you have got a thought on your mind, you will just keep a sticky note, which I have on my table, or any kind of sticky notes on your laptop or desktop. You have to just type that thought out and go back to your task again. That's it. Now is the crucial time. It's time to take a break. Now let's say you have taken a study session or a work session for long 1 hour. Now you deserve a break for 5 or 10 minutes so that you can prevent burnout. You can actually feel re-energized. You can actually think about what you have studied in the last 1 hour session, and you can also motivate yourself in that break. Oh, I have studied for a longer time, and I also have made these things out of my lecture. So the Pomodoro session is actually working. So for that thing, for thinking in that way to re-energize yourself, that break time of the Pomodoro session is really important. I also have a weekly newsletter of mine which is known as the Weekly Whisper, and I actually send new stories or new achievements or any kind of new things I have felt every week, I guess every Friday. So if you want to receive those informative newsletters every week, then you can just click on the link in the description and just sign up for my weekly newsletter. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you really love this video, just go on and hit that thumbs up button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you want. And you can watch other videos on my channel, and here is a new video which I have uploaded, and that is a Sunday productive vlog. You can go and watch, and we will inshallah meet next time with a new video. Till then, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.